Need some help? A man said at her window. The voice was low and silky, and much, much too familiar. She turned, slowly. Her stomach jumped, did a somersault, and stuck the landing. Dear Lord, remember that flaming meteor? Make it a double. She was squinting up, mouth open, into Sam's smiling brown eyes. It's not what it looks like, was all she could think to say. I mean, I wasn't going too fast. If anything, I was going too slow. I was just distracted. I understand, Sam said in an entirely too understanding tone. You were doing research. Yes, right. Her hands fluttered in the air like escaping birds. Stupid hands. And it's not like I was swerving all over the place. I know this road, every curve. I don't know how I slid over the edge. She stopped, a thought bouncing in her brain. What are you doing here? The smile was straight out of the shining sun. Rescuing you, apparently. No, I mean, why are you here? Her eyes narrowed. Did Ginger call you? Were you following me? Of course not. I was working a job with Dad out at Nitrovex. He jerked a thumb back down the road, where, indeed, the Nitrovex plant was located. I was on my way to a meeting. At 3, remember? Yes, I remember, she said. I was on my way there, too. One of his eyebrows lifted. I'm barely stuck. I could probably just go forward and drive right. Ellie, you're stuck tight. Don't worry about it. It happens more often than you think. Get a tire over the edge and you can't move. I've got a pull chain in the bed. I'll get you out. He turned without waiting and went back to his truck. She dropped her head on the steering wheel again. Sweet meteor of death, you have failed me. And he was being so nice. Like he was the Good Samaritan and Prince Charming all wrapped up in a nice chocolate-eyed package. It was almost as bad as being stuck. How was she supposed to be angry with him now? The jerk. He returned, carrying a thick chain with a huge hook on the end, looped over his shoulder. Her brain pictured him, a rugged knight about to do battle with a dragon. Stupid writer brain, knock it off. I need you to put it in neutral. She nodded. Okay, I can do that for now. He cocked his head when she didn't move. The car? She almost jumped. Yes, right. She shoved the gear lever to the end position. He gave another unnervingly crooked smile and moved to the back of her car. She turned, saw him drop down behind the car for a few seconds, heard a clanking sound. Then he popped up, brushing his hands. Just keep your foot off the brake, he called. She managed to roll her eyes. I know, she said, then took her foot off the brake. She saw him walking to his truck in her rear view. Then he stopped, turned, and came back, right up to her window. She was more nervous than if he'd been a state trooper, and she was carrying a trunk full of plutonium. What now? One thing, he said, leaning on her window. She hadn't been aware that a person could window lean sexily. This whole writing thing, the book we need to get done? I agree. We're going to hash out an idea today at Ray's, okay? Is that a threat? It was supposed to sound strong and courageous, but it came out playful. Rats. He grinned. Sure, if that works. You were right. We have a job to do, and for both our sakes, we need to get it done. He stuck out his hand. Hi, I'm Sam, he said. Ellie's head tilted. She looked at him for a long moment, then took his hand, the slightest of smiles crossing her face. I'm Ellie, she said. She felt as if she were either agreeing to a bargain with the devil himself or some impossibly spicy angel, and she had no idea which.